Golly.
Dropping there still.
Oh, I was supposed to. Ah, man.
I'm just gonna go copy thicc.
I'm playing with these.
No buying money. Yeah. You said we're not. Oh, JP. I get paid.
Rush, nobody else gonna. Wow, another mage. Really. Just what we needed. Wow, they're going all mage. I'm done. They're going all freaking mage.
Yeah, good thing we didn't. Good thing we didn't go to. We need a setting where, freaking on Switch, where you can just make the graphics look like hard and actually have the game run at a good speed. I'd rather my game look like fucking trash and run at 60 frames per second than fucking this piece of fucking 30 frames per second. Oh, I see them. On my way. On my way.
Go all the way. Are you in that section? All right, so go all the way to the left, and it'll show your passive. All right. Now read your passive out to me.
My passive percentage of a monster's physical protection is converted to physical power.
All right, so you know what that means?
No, not a clue.
So that means that whenever Ramana builds physical defense items, not only does he gain defense, but his passive allows him to gain damage at the same time while gaining defense. So like think of it like this. So like you know how they say defense is the best offense? That's literally the case right there. But sometimes you want to go against his passive because I don't know if you know this, but every character has base stats. Every character will start with automatic physical protection or physical power, etc., etc. They automatically have that stuff set into their program. You just buy items to amplify those things. Now,
so what I want to do is buy some defense.
Well, yes and no. What you want to do is you are what we call an ability-based god, or ability-based warrior, which is strong but at the same time very weak. They are very reliant on their abilities, so you want to have defense, but you also want to have items that benefit your abilities. So like, if you look in the store, press R1, you press it again, you see power, attack speed, lifesteal, penetration, and critical chance. As a warrior, it is a rule, never ever build critical if you're going solo. If you build crit, you're a scumbag. It's quite simple. If you go up to penetration, there's this item called Aussie, which isn't that great for a hunter. Assassin's Blessing, which is not for you, unless you're playing the jungler. There's Brawler's Beat Stick, which is really good for healers. Like, it's really good to reduce their healing, so you can really zone them. There's Heartseeker, which it's not good on warriors, but you can implement it whenever you want. There's Itchable, which is good for high attack speed characters. So if you're like someone like Osiris, this would be a pretty decent item. And then there's this item called Jotun's Wrath. Now, if you really want to get Jotun's Wrath, now I know it sounds crazy, right? He has a passive that gives him defense, so why not just build all defense? But what if I told you somebody else builds defense as well? Now you're just stuck with a lot of freaking defense, and you're barely doing any damage. So with Jotun's Wrath, not only do you gain penetration, but you gain what's called, you gain cooldown reduction, power, and mana. Mana on the auto attack god is the bread and butter of that god. If you don't have mana, you're pretty much screwed. So you're always going to get at least one item that has some sort of mana percentage. And not really percentage, it's mana in general. You get penetration so that in case somebody else builds defense, like I did, if someone else builds defense, well, you now have penetration against that defense, so you're doing a little bit more damage. You also have cooldown reduction, which is really good for fights. Say for instance, you're being chased down by somebody, and you get away, but your ability is on cooldown for 14 seconds. Well, with cooldown reduction, if you have 20%, that 14 seconds then turns into 10.4, which is really good, because although it doesn't sound like that much, that could be a huge game saver or a game tanker, okay?
Yeah.
So that brings it down. So how many items do you have on right now? Oh, frick. Yeah, you want to keep moving. No, never stop moving.
What happened?
If you stay idle for too long, you get kicked out.
Oh, I stayed idle for too long. So what you're pretty much saying is I want that thing.
Yeah. So like some guys it's okay to build nothing but defense because their base damage is already super high. Some guys it's not okay, like the mana. The mana is really good at the enemy at bay at the very start of the game, but towards late game he starts to fall off quite quickly. That's why there's guys that are early game, mid game, late game, etc. Well, not etc. You usually want to get a good mid lane guide, but early game guides can freaking snowball so quickly. And these terms, I know they don't sound like actual terms. I'll teach you them as we go down the line.
Alright.
So, yeah, like I said, you're gonna want to get that Jotun's Wrath. Now, after you get Jotun's Wrath, how many freaking items do you have?
If I get what wrath?
Jotun, Thunder Power.
Let me try to look for it. Alright, so what was the question again?
I said, how many items do you have?
0.
Well, okay. Put on your Warrior's Blessing. Put on your Jotun's Wrath. Alright?
Alright, and does it matter which which order they're in?
Nope. Well, in the actual game it does, but as of right now it does not.
Alright, so I got Jotun's Wrath, and I want to get on Warrior's Blessing.
Yeah. Now, after you put on Warrior's Blessing, you're going to want to look to physical defense item, which if you keep scrolling to the right, you will eventually see physical defense, magical defense, health. Okay. So it should be the second item under physical defense. It's called Breastplate and Valor. Now what this does is it gives you a lot of physical protection. It gives you mana. It gives you cooldown reduction, and it gives you MP5, which MP5 at first I didn't know what MP5 was, and now I think MP5 is just regeneration on your health and or MP5 is regeneration on your mana. HP5 is regeneration on your health. So if you look at your health bar, if you look at your health bar and to the right, it'll say plus something number and then plus another number. That's how much health you get back in 5 seconds, or how much mana you get back in 5 seconds.
Oh, so okay. So like that's how fast my mana goes up?
Yeah. So like, for instance, I were to use an ability, right? Mine is plus 18.5. I'm not gonna get like whole 18.5 until 5 seconds have completely passed.
Alright, well I'm gonna grab that.
That's a really good item. Let's see, what else do you want? He's gonna be one of those gods where he needs to be in the fight, and he needs to also save at the same time. So getting something like a health item or just a general defense item would also be beneficial. Or you can get something. You can get something like also more damageable and tanky at the same time. Something like it's called Chile, which it's underpowered and it's only worth 2,000. Now the only problem is it only works for magical characters. So like somebody like Zeus, it only works against them unless you're in a team fight, which I'll explain team fights later. You're in a team fight where somebody uses a magical ability. Then it affects everybody except your teammates. Your teammates aren't impacted by it negatively. They're actually boosted by it, because what it does is if you're hit by magical damage, make sure you're moving. If you're hit by magical damage, it'll silence anybody or any enemy in that range. It's really good for like shutting up somebody who does that kind of thing. Let's see here. So when you have all those, still not freaking enough. Always. Unless you're playing a god with a lot of movement speed, always get boots. Boots are
those little fast boots thing. I don't.
Yeah. You can. I would say to get boots warrior Tabi, because that works better with the mana. But people usually opt for Ninja Tabi, which is completely fine.
So Ninja Tabi, yeah?
Yes.
I'm a ninja.
Now,
Bouncer, Raptor, what kind of god are you?
well, he's a pacifist. You didn't know that, though.
The pacifist? Oh my god, you better start killing.
Well, I mean, he can do. How many items do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
I have 4.
4? Okay. You didn't put on Anchila, right?
I didn't run what? No, I didn't put
Okay. So, let's see, what other items would your character need in order to fight?
Hasten Katana.
Hasten? No. There are situations where Hasten Katana is very optimal to use, but I'd only say you should only use that when you're jungling with him. And yes, you can use a god for multiple purposes instead of just one. That gets a little bit more advanced though, because that requires you to be a little bit more used to the game. It requires you to have a lot of knowledge of the game actually inside. Not a lot of knowledge actually. You can literally look up most of the stuff I'm teaching you right now on YouTube. Let's see, what else is there?
What if I get Devour's Gauntlet?
I've never seen anybody with Devour's Gauntlet, but it could be good on it. I've never
Dead for it.
Dev, probably only in the solo lane, or not solo, probably only in the jungle. See, those items are for specific characters like carry, which are usually hunters. They can be assassins, but assassins are just being, yeah, it could be one of those. So yeah, it's very optimal, but not in the solo. When you're fighting them with a solo, you want somebody with high sustain, not necessarily high damage. So if you take a look at my build by holding the tap button, you'll see that I have 3 shields, right? So my character really she doesn't need a lot of damage because her base stats are already good. So I can just go shoot. Now Vamana on the other hand, he has very high low damage, but he has very high sustain. Against somebody who is physical, he literally dominates. There's nothing they can do about it. So you should build.
So, what if I just put in Deathbringer right now?
The problem with putting in Deathbringer is 1, you're putting in crit. 2, you're squishy. Now you're just, I can kill you with 2 hits. That's what Deathbringer does to you. Instead of looking into power though, you should start looking into something more conservative. Yeah, something like that. I'd say go for playing Vamana. That's more of a support, which Vamana could play, but that's not what you're playing right now. So you're probably going to get something along the lines of, it's called, this item is called, Mantle of Discord. It's under physical defense, but it also has magical protection, and it gives you 10% cooldown reduction. Now, before I continue about cooldown reduction, if you press the start button when you're in the store, there will be the statistics. Do you see it?
Hold on, I'm about to get this Mantle of Discord. Alright, I got that. Alright, so what do I have to do?
Just press the start button in the store.
Oh, press the start button in the store.
Yep.
Oh.
Now
Whoa,
do you see your you see the statistics, right?
Yeah, I have a bunch of green stuff.
Alright, so the first one says power physical item. That's how much power you have as of right now. That also includes your passive, because your passive gives you extra damage. There's attack speed, penetration, lifesteal, and critical. Those are all the physical characters. Attributes. Now we go down to the magical, where it says power magical item, lifesteal, penetration, mana, MP5, and cooldown. Everybody has mana, everybody has MP5, everybody can get cooldown reduction. But there is a cap. There's a cap at everything. Like there's a cap on how much physical protection you can have. There's a cap of how much magical protection you can have. There's a cap of how much health, HP5, move, etc., etc. So
yeah, my cooldown is all the way up.
Right. So now that you have full cooldown, your ultimate, like, if I'm correct, your ultimate took 90 seconds to come back. Now how fast is it? Check it out. So how to check it is pressing up, out of the store, press up, and then go over to your ultimate.
Cooldown 54 seconds.
See? Dramatic shift.
Well, I'll be damned. Holy shit, I'm all blue. Why am I blue?
Oh, because of the thingy. So okay, I'm gonna need you to get out of the tower so I can show you what Height of the Urchin does. I need you to come over into the right lane or the left lane.
So I have a question. I have this number right by my guy and it says 32 on it. What does that mean?
Enemy missing left.
32.
Yeah, it says 32.
What does it say that?
Like right, it's like right above my where my money and stuff is.
Oh, that's your passive. So that tells you how much is actually converted to your physical power from your defense that you have.
Hey, why are you killing my guys? What you doing, man?
Alright, now you see that little blue stuff around you?
Yeah.
If I hit you enough times to the point where you're at like 40% health, come here. It'll send out a shockwave that stuns me. See?
Oh, what's up, bitch? Yeah, what's up, bitch?
So it sends out a shockwave. It sends out a shockwave that stuns me. So it's really good for like fighting. The only bad part about it is it has a 90-second cooldown. So if I were to do it again, well, you'd be screwed.
I'm a fucking goner.
Yeah. So you gotta be really careful when you're using those items.
This map, bitch. This map, bitch. This map. Hey, hold on. Hold on.
Oh, also, if you didn't know, your ultimate, yeah, you can cancel your ultimate, which is what you just did.
I don't know how to use my ultimate.
So, your ultimate, you turn into a huge baby. Well, let's just say that. You turn into a big baby. Now, you can just walk around and stomp on people, and it does a cone attack instead of doing a normal, just, you know, one person hit attack. One thing I will say about his ultimate, though, is that it's really good for when you're in a huge fighting situation. So, like, if you're really low, just ult, because what it does is your ultimate slowly gives you health back, and the more times you're hit while you're in your ultimate, the longer it lasts.
So how do I attack them?
How do you attack?
Yeah, R2, is that it?
Yeah, it's the same as just like, okay, go big baby right now.
Go big baby.
Yeah, and just hold R2. Now if I hit, oh, but yeah, see, it's the longer or the higher the level it is, the longer it lasts. But that doesn't mean immediately max it out. You know what I'm saying?
I'm out this bitch. I'm out this bitch.
Well, he's about to be out there crying. So yeah, that's a thing.
How do you have so much health?
Because I'm level 17 and you're not even paying attention.
How do you level up so much?
Well, that's what I was going to teach you next. It's called laning. Killing the minions is probably the fastest, if not the fastest way to level up. Or getting like 5 bajillion kills every second. By killing them, you gain experience, which, as you can see, like, kill a minion right now. If you look off to your left, you gain experience.
Let me smack that bitch. Oh, I leveled up.
Right. So whenever you level up, you can get, or you can upgrade more abilities. The more your abilities are upgraded, the stronger they will be. Let me think.
So how much does this do? Hold on. Oh, that ain't shit.
Well, I mean, that's because I'm a higher level. Now, before we get into like the more complicated stuff, I'm going to need you to look at the learn section of Smite. It can teach you a little bit more about each individual class and how they're supposed to be things. But they're always hybrids. Just because the freaking game tells you that, hey, this character can do this and is specifically made to do this, doesn't mean that it has multiple purposes. So that's what you should look at.
Okay.
But yeah. So
I won?
Huh?
So I won?
I mean, I kind of just ended it because I didn't feel like fighting the towers and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, learning is the most boring part, but playing the game, I can guarantee you will have so much fun. I think that you're gonna have fun if you're having a good time. So you press circle to get out and go off to the learn section.
Alright.
No.
Bro, that skin is dope. Hold on.
I have that skin too.
Oh, that's a cyber scythe, not that guy. I mean, that devil-looking dude with the white hair and stuff.
What, you teach him how to play the game?
Yeah, I'm teaching him how to play the game. Who are you talking about? Oh, you're talking about, Chernobog. Now that's also a new god. So is the chick next to him.
So who are those two? Hold on, I wanna look at those new guys. I might know them.
You don't. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Well, you might know Pele, but you don't recognize her.
LeBlanc?
Gibalante.
That sounds like some made up shit. Alright. So who are the new ones?
The new ones are named the Mage Baron Zombie,
Yeah.
the Hunter Chernobog, and the Assassin Pele.
So is Pele good?
Yeah.
Alright, and if I buy these with my sun points, do I get them forever?
It depends. Some of them cost $12.50. Some of them cost $2,000. Some of them cost $5,500. Unless you want to rent them for a day, or for 3 days, or for 7 days.
Yeah, that's the best option because that's what I do, just in case I don't want them.
Yeah.
So Pele is good, you said?
She's meh as of right
Her
now. He
knockup is
nerfed her as
good.
soon
Her
as she
knockup is
came
great.
out. So.
Oh, she's a Polynesian god. Ew, gross. Never mind. Fuck her.
She's Hawaiian. What the world?
Ew, no. Bro, she's Moana. Why do you want her?
Yeah, that's literally more. It's Tafiti, technically.
Oh,
If only
Susano?
Disney can sue Smite.
Bro, let me get the Susano guy.
Wait. Before you get him, he actually takes a little bit of skill to play, so you should, like, chill.
I mean,
You
if you
start playing.
dedicated to learning them, then it should be no problem.
Right, I want him to learn the game first. He's looking at guys.
Because I didn't have nobody to teach me the game. I literally just hopped in the game.
Well, until I got in the
That's-
game.
Susano's one of my favorite gods.
Alright, so Hunter, go back to the main screen and then go to the learn section.
Let's see. Mode today. I finally got one viewer. Please stay.
Alright, I'm in the learn.
Alright, so just go through everything. Make sure you're listening though. Don't just be like, alright, well, that's a thing.
Make sure I'm listening.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, go through all of them.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot.
They're like 10 seconds.
The day has come.
So, my first thing I learned that is that in Smite, you play as a god.
Pretty much.
That's pretty much all you need to know.
I remember when I thought Neef was the best hunter until I started playing with other hunters, and I was like, okay, she's like not the best.
This is the one who wanted to make Jingwei.
But I main Jingwei though, even though she's kind of
That's a
trash.
big fat lie.
Who do I main then? What hunter you think I
Botches.
main? Oh, you think I main
Oh.
Botches? So I really don't though. I just enjoy playing as them.
Main.
I mean, I can destroy people when I play with
So-
Botches, to be honest.
I'm gonna go through all the stuff that I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know what target highlights and abilities are and stuff, and mana cooldowns.
Quest for peace in this unjust
You didn't tell them they had a full like video clip you can watch in the thing.
I told him. I'm telling him about him right now.
Oh.
My spear is never done.
And if you're ever confused, you can just look it up on YouTube. There are a lot of other videos that are easy at explaining these things.
What?
Alright.
Always ready for battle.
Classes. What? Oh, this is one of my favorite gods. Raw.
Have fun. Have fun.
So when you're a mage class, you want to get defense.
No.
False. I don't know.
when it comes down to mages, they're squishy, but they are very powerful. So you want to build them with a lot of damage.
Alright, hold on. What's squishy?
Okay, so it's oh yeah. Well, think of a squishy like this. You have a gusher in your hand, you squish it. Okay, so it's really easy to squish, right? Now you have a watermelon in your hand, you try to squish it. It's a lot harder, right?
Yeah.
So when it comes down to a squishy, squishies, they're powerful, like the gushing. Like if you're squishing the gusher, it gushes up a lot, right? So it's like there's like a lot of power there, but it's really easy to just whack, you know? But when it comes to a watermelon, you have to do a lot of other things in order to squish it, right? That's what a tank is supposed to do.
I mean, technically, in every YouTube video, if you use the right amount of rubber bands, it'll take the watermelon down.
Well, yeah, but that's a lot of freaking rubber band versus just your 2 fingers.
I have a question, right? So, why is Thor an assassin?
Yeah, everybody's confused on that too. Honestly, I don't even know.
Thor's a fucking warrior.
This is also madness.
Maybe a little. Your right tower is under attack. Your left tower is
He could be classified as both a warrior and a mage, honestly.
A mage? No. Mages? No, 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 no,
Little
no.
lightning stuff.
That doesn't make you hammer. Mages are the only mages or magical characters are the mage class and the guardian class. Everybody else is physical.
Oh no, I mean like an actual logic.
Oh yeah.
compliments to the chef. An enemy has been slain. An enemy siege juggernaut has arrived. I promise you, my spear is never done. Mia, not again! On my way.
Oh, I didn't know that. Wasn't that something?
I'm blessed. Enemy siege meet your evil end. You're not do not give up. Get back on your feet. Mwah! Compliments to the chef. Fight me! Think you can just pass away like that? An ally has been slain. I'm the greatest. Cancel that straw. Leave them to me. Fight me. I shall die. Mamma, you're not again. Monsieur orders out. Ancient Josie. Your left tower is under attack. Fight me. Show me your strength.
Can't touch this.
Retreat. On my way.
Oh, auto
Always
buy and
ready
auto
for battle.
kill.
Juggernaut has a... That was a sortie and joke. My apologies. Enemies in the right jungle. enemy siege juggernaut has arrived. I'm blessed! Wow! You must have joker on the meatball. You are unmatched!
Alright, now I'm in this.
Leave them to me!
Mm-hmm.
I'm in main.
Alright.
Enemy siege juggernaut has been destroyed. Enemy missing left. Your siege juggernaut has been destroyed. Bye. Farewell. An enemy siege juggernaut has arrived. I promise you, my spear is never done. Retreat right now! Cancel that. Okay. Right. Help! 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 Sorry. Help! Ah! Fight me! Meet your evil end! Enemy has been slain. You think you gonna just pass away like that? On my way. Okay. Okay, so maybe a little soft will hurt some. Fight me! You're mine! Good game. Cancel that out. I shall vanish! Woo-hoo! Fight me! Surrender is not an option. Have fun. Your left Phoenix is on right back. Retreat! An enemy siege juggernaut has been destroyed. Your left Phoenix retreat is collapsing. I'm blessed! Fight me!
Alright, now what's this big guy?
Can't touch this.
An enemy has been slain. Double kill. Leave them to me. Fight me. Meet your evil end.
Amazing.
You're mine. Out of luck.
Watch and learn.
Retreat! Buon appetito! Sorry. Retreat! The fresh meat has been tenderized. My apologies. My apologies.
Alright, I got him all.
No problem.
Alright.
Have fun. Middle way. You think you
What
gonna
we're gonna do
just
is we're
pass
gonna
away
play
like that?
a mode
Bless.
called Joust, where it's
That's too
it's like Conquest, but it's only one lane, so it's really basic.
Oh, okay.
bad. Leave them to me.
I'm gonna
I shall vanish.
Wait, hold on, what happened?
Wait, what did you say?
Playing as a plushie Demisha.
Enemy, good
Wait,
game.
did you not join my party?
I clicked on a season ticket thing, and I'm playing as a plushie Ganesha.
Yeah. You can get that skill if you buy the season ticket. It's too late to do it now. I mean, if you could, but I wouldn't.
So I'm gonna return to lobby because that dude is hella weird playing that free hug.
Just join my party. I sent you an invite already.
An enemy siege juggernaut has been destroyed. Hey, save yourself! Save yourself! Good game. Cancel that.
So do the towers not respawn?
You rock.
No, it would not.
You rock. I'm the greatest.
But those phoenixes do.
Yes.
Cancel that.
Crazy. Alright, we're gonna do co-op versus AI because I don't feel like waiting.
Is that what y'all doing? Co-op versus out? Invite me. Invite me.
Alright.
Because we just lost our mode today horribly.
What is mode of the day anyways?
I don't know. It gave us random gods. And for some reason, most of them were warriors and guardians. They don't siege. It was weird. Like we had Kumba, Odin, and Erlon and all in one team. Like, where's all these guys?
Was there 5 people? Was there 5 people?
It was 4 people.
Oh, then I really don't know what that game mode is.
I don't know either. It confused me. It's a stupid game mode. I'm never playing it again. Why can't we just have the game mode permanently?